Well, Harkins Theater started really back with a series of books called The Rover Boys. There was a series of books that came out in the early 1900s and later on in the 1920s called The Rover Boys and Their Airplane, The Rover Boys and Their Radio, The Rover Boys and their film camera and their movie projector and their car. And my dad read all these books when he was a little kid, like about 8 years old, 9 years old, and he did absolutely everything that the Rover Boys did. He flew a plane, he got into radio broadcasting. In fact, since this is the Walter Cronkite School, right, my dad invented FM multiplex, FM stereo. So when you hear FM stereo, you hear any kind of multi-channel broadcasting over any radio wave. That is the invention of Dwight Red Harkins. So he achieved everything the Rover Boys did, but beyond. Airplane, he taught himself how to fly. He taught British cadets how to fight in World War II here at Falcon Field in Mesa. So he did everything. Well, the Rover Boys and their movie projector is the one that really stuck the most. So when my dad came out to Arizona, ran away from home at age 16. Don't recommend that necessarily. You know, if you love your family, stay there, don't run away. But he ran away from Cincinnati, came out to Arizona and stopped at NAU in Flagstaff and did 2 semesters where he also was a disc jockey on a local radio station there. Then came down to ASU and did his next 2 semesters there and discovered a theater in downtown Tempe that had been closed right on the brink of the Depression. Something happened, the owner couldn't pay his rent, so the landlord saw my dad on stage performing in a dance band. This is so crazy. As Einstein and the 8 Atoms. My dad was Einstein, and the 8 Atoms were his band, and they played dance music, and the landlord said, hey, if you can do that on stage, you probably could run this movie theater in downtown Tempe that's now closed. I need a new tenant. So my dad scraped up the $50 it took to open the doors for the down payment on the lease, and he opened the State Theater on 5th Street, just east of Mill Avenue, which is now City Hall, has that crazy inverted V building, that's City Hall right now, and that's where Harkins Theater was born on September 22nd, 1933. And my dad, the clincher here is that my father was only 18 years old. He ran away from ran away from home after he got out of school at age 16. He graduated early and came out to Arizona and started Harkins Theaters just 2 years later as a young kid. So during the Depression, he ran the State Theater and scraped together enough savings to buy some property around the corner and build the College Theater, which has evolved to be the Valley Art today. And it's our I would call it our juggernaut frontier venue where we show experimental documentaries and films and art films, and even the ASU film class film festivals there too. And so the Valley Art is sort of our real experimental theater, and it's still there. It's the longest running theater in the history of Arizona. About 1982, with the engagement of Walt Disney's Fantasia at my Camel View Theater, is when the turning point occurred where I could start making money and feeling that Harkins Theaters was going to be here for the long term. And then after that, we just kept growing and growing, acquiring other theaters along the way, and inventing some amenities and innovations for the movie business too. So I'm just pinching myself, thinking it's a dream, that something amazing, astounding, awesome has happened in my life, and I'm really grateful, especially to the Arizona moviegoers who support us. Thank you.